And we are back. Welcome to another episode of It's Sports Related Podcast. I'm Dino's Ball. I'm here with Chris. Say, we got a lot on the docket today. We're going to be talking about, well, actually, we're going to start a recap. We have Cavs, 76ers, absolute whooping. We got Thunder versus Spurs and some more shit Wimby stuff. Then I got my first time seeing Cooper Flagg. He just got hurt, but it is what it is. And then at the end, we are going to talk about teams who need to trade. Chris, what's up, man? What you got going?
It's good, fam. Nothing much. It's been going all right.
Please, please tell me you seen the Cavs versus 76ers, bro. At least some of it.
I've seen some of it, but after a while, it's just why am I even watching it? Yes.
Bro, it's over. It's
Yeah.
over for your boy, man.
I,
Joel Embiid and Paul George, like, it's 100% confirmed. They're in the way, man. They in the way.
at the end
Are
of the
you
way, but Maxi couldn't hit a shot, and I get it. In my opinion, like you said, Maxi's the first option. So when he doesn't play like a first, it's crazy that when Maxi isn't playing like a first option, he can't just rely on Joel Embiid and Paul George to, yeah.
I think it's even bigger than that from our perspective. So let me make sure. Okay, so Maxi took 16 shots, Embiid took 14, Paul George took 14, and VJ Edgecombe took 10. Now nobody necessarily stood out. Everybody was pretty much, even though Paul George had the most efficient night.
Yeah.
Then it was Joel Embiid, then Maxi Edgecombe. I just feel like that shot diet is just not gonna work, bro. Like, I need Maxi to take at least 20 plus shots. I need VJ at like 16 shots. Then everybody else got to get in where they fit in, bro.
No, bro, VJ not over Embiid or Paul George
He
yet,
should be. That's the point. That's the point. They stunned his development. So
bro.
at the beginning of the year, when VJ was the second option, he went off to a great start as the second option. We
Get
weren't
in,
talking about the duo.
man. Get in where you fit in and help. Let this team be a contender in the East when you play through your star power and you play through Maxi, and then you go down to your star power with Embiid and Paul George playing how they supposed to. VJ got
Chris.
we ain't got time to be. We trying to win. They could win if everything goes the way it should be going.
Embiid, bro, he had an efficient night overall, bro. 50%, 40% from three. But dude had 6 turnovers. It just don't look good, bro. And he's not what he once was on the defensive end, bro. He's a defensive liability, bro.
You
Can
think
we admit that?
you think paying Embiid was just a big mistake for the 76ers?
Of course. Of course. Everybody knew it. They just kind of felt like they had to do it for some reason, but you got to just turn the keys over to Maxi and BJ, bro. It's like you got to rip the band-aid off. I don't know how you can do it. I don't know how much time Paul George got on his contract. I don't know how much Embiid got on his contract, but you got whooped by a team in the Cavaliers that everybody is like kind of gave up on, and they just got whooped by the Utah Jazz at home. This is who you get blew out by at home. And this is the same 76er team that lost to the Denver Nuggets. No Murray, no Jokic. Like, this is disgusting. It's just disgusting. At what point are we just gonna be like, man, it's over? Like, we gotta say it's over, bro.
You probably are right that it's over for Paul George and Joel Embiid being stars in this league, which is sad because Embiid is one of the best big men that touched the basketball court. So
He never got out the semifinals, bro. He never made a
some
conference finals,
some of that
bro.
is his fault, but some of it is also not his fault. So
Man, what is NBA average in the playoffs? Since you want to get it started, you want to
no,
talk.
no, you stayed trying to do this with Embiid, and now he's trying to blame it on. Oh, he averaging this. And man, what did your eyes tell? What did your eyes tell you? And what did
He's
you
bad in the playoffs. That's what my eyes tell me.
when James Harden was there? Who carried his James Harden? Embiid did his part. What did James Harden do? James Harden was doing his part up until it mattered.
Man,
Up
let's
until
just
it's time to close the series.
Let me do this for
He
you.
did this part up until Ben Simmons decided he couldn't shoot.
Oh, that is amazing. But let me do this for you. What does he average in the playoffs? 46 from the field, 29 from three. So he averages 25 and 11. And what does he average in the regular season? About 28 and 11. And he shoots 50. And man, he's a playoff dropper, bro. Just clear cut. He's a playoff dropper. And it is what it is. Never made to a conference finals. One of the most overrated players of all time.
That's wrong.
No,
You could say he's not overrated. You could say he's hurt. He's disappointing, underwhelming. He's not overrated. He was an amazing talent. There's nothing this man couldn't do. He should be full-time MVP, but they whined and whined. The year that he won, the one time Jokic won over him when he shouldn't have, and one time Jokic won over, and one time he won over Jokic when he shouldn't have. In my opinion, that's all.
I mean,
They got MVPs, but I think they should have been switched at one point. So,
I mean, he's one of the best to ever not make a conference finals. He is.
what am I supposed to do with that?
Just admit it. He ain't never made a conference finals. I don't care why or how, because y'all don't give Donovan Mitchell the same respect. It's crazy how you say it's not Embiid's fault, but when it comes to Donovan Mitchell, who is really not his fault, y'all just don't have nothing to say.
I mean, it seems like it's to you, Donovan Mitchell can do no wrong.
I don't say he can't do no wrong, but oftentimes it's not his fault. Oh, I did want you to react to this because I thought this was funny. Oh, hold on. Can you hear it?
You hit it at the top right there.
Marcus Aldridge, Dwight Howard, Karl Anthony Towns,
Hold on.
Brooke Lopez, Al Jefferson, Al Horford, Mark Gasol, LaMarcus Aldridge, Dwight Howard, Karl Anthony Towns, Patrick Ewing, Joel Embiid.
Stop right there.
Wait, who was the
I'll
name?
give it to Joel.
Brooke Lopez.
So did you
Al
see that?
Jefferson.
Dang, he really kept quiet up until Joel, and then he opened his mouth.
So who did you disagree with? Because okay, obviously Joel Embiid is better, but I also think Ewing and Dwight Howard are better. Anybody else's?
If we talk about all time and stuff, yeah, you could possibly even say, if you want to say all time, maybe LaMarcus Aldridge and him are about on the same. But Marc Gasol, you could say Marc Gasol has had a better quote unquote career.
That's not better. I think he's thinking like who's a better basketball player.
You think a better basketball player? I really don't have many above on that list. Boogie than probably
Patrick Ewing was better at basketball, bro.
Embiid, Howard in his short prime, but he wasn't as skilled as Boogie. But his peak was crazy. And then Patrick Ewing, I mean, Patrick Ewing, he's better, but it's a toss up in my opinion. I mean, I do think Boogie could
not a toss up.
I think Boogie could do a lot of great things. Skill is very skilled on the basketball court as well.
Chris, it's not a toss up. Let me see, because bro, y'all forgetting what Boogie was. Y'all forget what Boogie was, but he's not. Let me see. What was his best seat? Oh yeah, nah, he was going crazy. He was going crazy.
Boogie was that dude. He had nobody because the Kings couldn't draft.
They drafted 4 straight centers. We had looked it up one time. I think it was me and Ray.
Yeah.
But nah, he was going crazy.
But nobody likes he wasn't winning.
Okay, but Patrick, this was a different time though.
Yeah, it was a different time. I'm not gonna just be like, okay.
Because look at this.
Yeah.
28, really 29-11.
That's
This, yeah, bro. I'm giving this shit to Ewing, bro.
yeah. No, you ain't had his mom. He just needed to. Yeah.
Now this is close.
That's what I said. I said him and LaMarcus Aldridge and Marc Gasol. You talking career wise and then everything, but
Marc Gasol, no. DeMarcus Gasol is not as good as Boogie, bro. It's an argument between Aldridge, but player for player, LaMarcus Aldridge had a better career. Like they made deeper playoff runs. He was on better teams.
yeah.
The skill for skill, Boogie was better.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
who the hell? Oh, Marc Gasol. I just thought that was an interesting one because he was quiet for a lot of them dudes.
Mhm.
Nah, hell no. Nah.
All right. I mean,
nah, I ain't going. Right. Sorry.
You're right. Marc Gasol was never like he was a guy for like a little bit, but he was never fully the guy.
Those are the only ones.
Yeah.
Because he was better than all the dudes. But he did stay quiet, and I thought that was funny. But he did give Joel Embiid his props. He said that was the only big better than him. But yeah, I don't see the 76ers thing getting any better. I don't see Joel Embiid ever making a conference finals. He gonna be in Vince Carter territory with that. Who do you think is the best player to never win? Let me ask ChatGPT real quick.
Okay.
It gotta be Joel Embiid.
So were you doing all this to Chris Paul when he wasn't making the second round?
To Chris Paul?
Yeah. Or were you making excuses for Chris Paul?
I mean, I was making excuses for Chris Paul because he's a little guard. But then when he went to Houston, he kind of shut all that up. Then he went to OKC, kind of shut things up. It was not like Chris Paul just had a weird career. And when he went to the Clippers, I don't know what it was. That team was fun, but it was never that good to me.
Now they weren't that good.
They wasn't good enough. They wasn't good enough, bro.
Yeah,
okay.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. I know they had injuries too, but you said best player to never win a ring? Or never?
No. Is the best NBA player to never make a conference finals. ChatGPT, what you got for me?
See a chat, no ball.
It's taking a long time to think too. It's gonna say Joel Embiid. Watch. I see a Vince Carter. I'm really a goat. I'm really a goat, bro. Because I was saying Vince Carter. So Vince Carter, Dominique Wilkins, Bernard King, Tracy McGrady.
T-Mac has an argument. But
none of these players are better than Embiid.
Technically, he did, though, I thought.
Come on, bro. With the Spurs? Stop it, bro. Stop it. Damn, Dominique Wilkins. I gotta throw Donovan Mitchell in there too. I think Donovan Mitchell's better than Bernard King and Dominique Wilkins. Yes, I said it. And I think Donovan Mitchell better than that Vince Carter.
You got a long ways to go to prove that.
No, what? Are you crazy? Donovan Mitchell's better than both of you. All these dudes.
Vince put some time in. Vince put some time in, and he was clutch in the playoffs. You know, remember when he hit that clutch shot against the Spurs in the playoffs, that corner three? Ooh, Vince, you forever good in my book.
Okay. Okay, let's talk about the Cavs for a second. Darius Garland, he got injured again. I think it was the opposite foot. But he was cooking, but I think he's over with. I heard Ron Russillo, he made a Mount No More. And he put the guards on there, Trey, LaMelo, Ja, and he was seeing who was their fourth guard. I'm nominating Darius Garland. He's done.
Dang.
He's no more. And he was always the worst one of those four.
Yeah.
So it's like, and I know y'all love to blame Donovan Mitchell, but I think the failure of the Cavaliers this year is strictly on the shoulders of Darius Garland. As unfortunate as it is, he can't stay healthy. When he is healthy, he can't defend. He ain't been having that great of a shooting season. It's over with, bro. Even though they blew out the 76ers.
When he was healthy, that man was Steve Nash light. That man was out there orchestrating the offense and getting to the rim whenever he needed to, and he could put that ball in the hoop, shoot the thing out that ball. So he just got hurt. He just got his eye done. He had some eye surgery or whatever else, and then he couldn't come back from all the injuries or whatever else, like you said. But if it wasn't for injuries, him getting his confidence in check, Darius Garland would be fine. And I still have some belief in Darius Garland, but it's hard to when he always is doing me wrong like this. So
Darius Garland is all right, bro. He's a solid player. And it don't go no further than that. But we seeing with like the trend of these smaller guards that it's just over with. And he was one of the worst of the good small guards. So that's just not helping his case. And I don't know, bro. But I think the biggest story with the Cavaliers is what is Evan Mobley gonna give you on a night-to-night basis offensively? Because I think he just has to be the one to step up. Because I ain't gonna stay. He was cooking the 76ers tonight. So, like, when he's aggressive, that's a different thing. Because you know what Donovan Mitchell gonna do. Jared Allen, he's soft as hell, but he's solid. So, between those three, I like Jalen Tyson. DeAndre Hunter has to come on with it. I don't know, but it's over for Darius Garland. They did get a big win against 76ers, but I don't know. That was my big takeaway for the Cavs. Darius Garland's over with.
yeah, I agree. It's frustrating, and they've been talking about it's been time to break it up with this four. Somebody's probably have to go. I think this is probably gonna be the last straw. I think eventually.
What have I been saying for the past couple of years, Chris?
You've been saying this, but you trying to make Donovan Mitchell what a true point guard now?
I mean, at this point, man, you ain't got to be a true point guard, bro. Do what Shea doing. Just go get a defensive guard. They can hit some threes and put them in that situation. Put them in the goddamn Case and Wallace role or something. I just think, I mean, with Evan Mobley, Donovan Mitchell, you get somebody else. Somebody will bite on the Darius. I don't even know what Darius Garland trade. Do you think Darius Garland trade value is higher than a LaMelo Ja trade?
It shouldn't be. No,
it's not. So
no. I mean, yeah, I would rather take flyer on those guys who can be proven that they can be more of a franchise player compared to Darius Garland, who could be a nice player, an all-star, who's been good, but you're never gonna think he's gonna be like the face of a franchise type player, which all those three guys have been. So it's a little different.
Man, I've been told y'all, bro. Darius Garland wasn't it. It just it's done came through. It done came true. Should have been trading him. I thought he was the one that should have went, and now he has no value. So, yep, Cavaliers, y'all are done. RIP. But Donovan Mitchell, you still my boy. Still go watch you. Still go root for you. He was cooking tonight. You know what I'm saying? Second half. Just come on. 35, 9, and 7 again. He really a second half demon, but it is what it is. We ain't gonna talk about Donovan Mitchell. We know y'all hate him. But okay. Spurs, Thunder. Say dog. I'm not too impressed with the Thunder. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all done got whooped by the Spurs like 3 times. So I mean,
they just beat them.
Okay, about time.
So you're impressed with the Spurs?
No, I'm not impressed. It's not. I mean, they got the W. I did want to talk about some things though, because a couple things I noticed. That offense is just way too stagnant, bro. They don't run nothing, bro. That's like an early 2000s offense. It's like give it to Kobe on the wing, and everybody else just kind of look. That's what SGA be doing, and I just think you got to get Chet involved. You got to get J Dub involved. Like they got to touch the basketball. I just feel like SGA goes 1-on-1 too much, and
Yeah.
I just feel like the offense is just it's really no offense being ran. Am I tripping?
No, you're not. It is more of a. It's a lot of drive and kick, or it's a lot of Shea ISO, J Dub ISO. Um, but it's never really. You don't get a lot of stuff that I would like to see earlier with them allowing Chet to bring the ball up the court, allow Chet to have the ball in his hands and do a little bit more. So I think in that often that point, do think Chet needs to be more involved with the offense because I think there's a lot of great skill he has as a big man. Like we don't get to see his passing as much. Even when they had Hardenstein out there, running the offense through him to an extent, letting him, play make out of the high post. So I don't really see that as much anymore. Previously, so just stuff like that. I think they should implement that with both of them, and then of course when they're healthy and everything. So it's a lot of stuff I need to see.
Do
In
you
my,
do you think they regret moving on from Josh Giddey? Because I feel like he kind of
I think
like
they felt like go ahead.
I just feel like he kind of like put a little bit more motion into the offense, like his quick passes, his ability to like get the ball out and go and transition and stuff like that. I just feel like he kept the ball popping.
Yeah, for sure. He definitely it makes you play with that pace. It's just contagious when to move the ball around when Giddy's out there, and then play with that pace. So it's really different. Not having him there, I do think they missed that aspect, or having another really solid playmaking guard out there. They don't really allow or do that too much with their other guards. Sometimes Wiggins can handle and do stuff or get his own shot off the dribble, but there's not nobody really out there running sets or making plays or doing anything else in that regard. It's really a lot of Shea ISO. It's really a lot of a driving kick to open shooter stuff like that. But it's a little stagnant. You wish you would see a little bit more motion out there on that offense. So
And because we was talking earlier about like Chet versus Wemby, I think a way you could use Chet a little differently is like give him the ball at the mid post. Let him try to get a couple switches. Let him get a couple guards on him so he can shoot over top.
hmm.
Like sometimes let Chet mismatch hunt. Like I don't know. I think you could play Chet at the mid post and just kind of give him the ball. Probably give him the ball more in the second unit. Like get him going because
Yeah,
he has to like with this type of team, Chet, J Dub, they both have to give you about 20, bro. You have to get 20 from both of them dudes. Because who else can score outside those three? Outside the big three for Oklahoma City, who do you trust to score? AJ Mitchell's cool, but
Wiggins, Mitchell.
no. Score? Like score. Like give them the ball. Go score.
Yeah, I mean I trust them.
Wiggins?
Yeah, I like what I see from Wiggins typically from a day to day standpoint. Like he's not terrible.
So you would throw the ball to Wiggins and say, go get a bucket. He's
Yeah,
that
Wiggins. You thought about a Wiggins, he might save your life.
man, stop it. I think they underutilized Case and Wallace too.
Yes, of course.
Because Casey Wallace was a true point guard at Kentucky. He could shoot, pass, dribble, everything you wanted a point guard. They made him just a point of attack defender and a catch and shoot guy, which is kind of crazy. But that offense is kind of just that was my takeaway from Thunder. You got any takeaways?
Yeah, I think from the Thunder standpoint, yeah, I agree with you on that aspect, and I just want to see more from Chet because I do think some untapped potential in there that they don't utilize.
Do you think Lou Dort is the odd man out? Would you know what I'm saying?
See, Lou Dort has a lot of um he has a lot of people blindfolded or fooled because he had a streaky, pretty decent shooting season a year or two ago, whatever, or a couple of years or whatever. Now he's regressing back to what he really is. And so now people are being like, oh my gosh, it's still Lou Dort. It's still Lou Dort. But man, if we being realistic, Lou Dort he just out there, he runs around and he tries to rough and tough people, Yeah, and all that bull crap, and he try to take people's knees out and trip people and all this stuff, and he just try to look like he playing hard. At the end of the day, man, Lou Dort, he's just a guy you could trade him and be fine.
What okay. What do you think the Thunder need? Like, cause it feel like it's something missing. What is it? Like, I kind of felt like it was a Josh Giddey type situation. Maybe it's just that offensive system thing, but what do you think they're missing?
I mean, you see, they could essentially do also what Boston does and do 5 out 2 ISO ball handlers with Shea and J Dub. They could essentially do that as well. I think they try to do some of that, not to the same extent that Boston does. Definitely not because they take way less threes than Boston would.
I was just gonna say they can't shoot like that.
Yeah, but yeah, so some version of that, or I just think, yeah, another a ball handler so that Shea can either play off ball or Shea can just go sit down sometimes because his MVPs are deserving because sometimes when he not on the court or sometimes when he don't have his 30 to 28 or whatever else, it don't look as good for the Thunder. So
I think that's a lot of that shit's on Mark Daigneault, bro. You gotta find a way to just run better offense, get easier buckets. All this defense stuff be cool, bro. But when it's like, man, you can't score outside of giving one person the ball. When you do have all-star level talent in J Dub and Chet, that they haven't looked as good as they should, like with this increased stature and visibility and just experience level. Like they should be consistently like, okay, 3 all-stars every year.
well, yeah, they should. I mean, J Dub didn't start the season fully, and then
Yeah.
so they probably won't get that, but I do think Chet should be deserving. I think he has a good shot at winning DPOY potentially.
He's
So
my DPOY so far.
I think they'll be okay. I mean, they're still supposed to win at a historic rate. We'll finish as one of the top teams or whatever, but
This is what I'm scared of, Chris. Chet becoming Evan Mobley offensively. It's like he showed too many flashes in his first couple years to where it's like he's not like he is no way a guy that's 7'1" or 7 feet, however tall he is, you can't consistently get me 18 to 22 points consistently. On a bad night, you should give me 20. You just come on, man. You're too tall, too skilled, and I don't want him to fall into that Evan Mobley. Will he score tonight? Like that's what I'll be. That's kind of where I'm at with him. And J Dub, he do got to get healthier. Like got to get his jump shot back. I feel like he was getting to the rim a lot against the Spurs, and he was hitting some big buckets down the stretch. So I like that, but I don't know. I'm looking at Mark Daigneault offensively as a coach. You got to do some better stuff. Okay, Spurs. What's next for the Spurs development? Because the back-to-back losses, they lost to the Timberwolves, they lost to OKC. Say, man, Wemby hates Chet, and you can go at Chet, but you didn't have none of that energy for Julius Randle. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Julius Randle really, real live bullied him, and I told you that I'll take N.O. Wemby right now. So, yeah.
Yeah, and that's people think that's controversial, but I'm not mad at that. I think Wemby, for one, he does get hurt a lot. They have to baby Wemby all the time. I'm sick of it. They gotta, oh, Wemby, we're not gonna play. We're gonna load manage you throughout your first 2 seasons. Oh, Wemby, we're gonna so that way we can get you a bunch of help. Oh, Wemby, we're gonna make sure you come off the bench and all this stuff so that way you don't overexert yourself and all. Man, they gotta they always gotta be so cautious and baby this dude, but he want to go around walking around like he the toughest thing, like he the coldest killer, or whatever else he is. But when push come to shove, that man is not impacting everything.
Defense that impact is crazy though, Chris. I ain't gonna cap. People
I
will dribble out of the paint when they see him. You said what?
Yeah, he has a great impact on defense. Yes, he does. And there's times on offense where he does have a big impact on the game as well, but he doesn't always exert dominance. I thought sometimes this year I've seen more flashes of him being, hey, I'm really finna put my shoulder into you and dunk on you and stuff like that. But still, at times he is out there jacking threes, and He'll hit them sometimes, but at the end of the day, that should not be your go-to shot.
I think what it is, because now I'm starting to notice it. Was he like year 3? This year 3 or 4?
This is year 3.
Okay, year 3. He just ain't strong enough, bro. Like he has to settle. He's just not strong enough, bro. Julius,
No.
he's just
Why
I don't know.
And he out there running around with monks and doing all this elite training that he does, and he's so smart and he knows everything that he's doing. You can't tell him nothing. He knows more than you.
That shit sound good, but I watched that Timberwolves game that second half. Julius Randle just kind of light bulb situation. This dude is kind of weak. He just was pushing him everywhere, and he kind of was like manhandling him. Just from a strength perspective, Wemby can't do whatever he wants from a strength perspective, and I think it's length. He's winning with length over strength right now. Like that, like his length is crazy. Pause. Yeah. But like his reach, I'm gonna say his reach is crazy. So it's like he gets to a lot of shots, like jump shots and at the rim, and just overall like the awareness people have when they're trying to drive on Wemby or try to shoot on Wemby. I even seen like Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards kind of hit a pretty much a game winner on him. But I seen when he got the ball, he looked up and he was like, damn. And then he kind of hit him with a move. And then he kind of got it off the glass on that little runner shot. But like when people see Wemby playing defense, they do kind of be like, okay, let me try to calculate this. And I think people will figure it out. But I just think he don't have the strength right now. So I don't know what's next for the Spurs. Where do you think they top out right now in terms of what's their highest ceiling this season?
Second round.
What teams you think can beat them in a 7-game series?
The Timberwolves should be able to beat them. Spurs, Thunder should beat them. Healthy Nuggets.
Okay. So yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Yeah, they're the 4th team in the West. I give you that. Okay. Now, I did want to talk about this because we are going to move on. Hey, it was my nephew's birthday today. And on Monday, I think I took him to go see Cooper Flagg. And say, bro, Cooper Flagg in person, and they was playing the Brooklyn Nets. I want to take them to a game where they was going to actually have a chance to win. So I was like, okay, boom. And I wanted to see MPJ in person. I didn't get to see what's his name? Because it's Yeoman. Yagar Yeoman. It don't make no sense.
Yeah.
He didn't play. I was sad. But MPJ, say Chris, real quick. MPJ in person, absolute dog offensively. Like, bro, dude is big, bro. He's big, bro. Like, that's a big dude. And the jump shot is pure. It's pure. So I enjoyed MPJ. But Cooper Flagg in person, I will say this. Like, at 19 years old, I don't think I've seen a better basketball player. Like, in terms of, I think he's probably the best 19-year-old basketball player I've seen. LeBron wasn't this good defensively. I still think Cooper Flagg actually shoots better. The best 19-year-old? Yes. Cooper Flagg might be the best 19-year-old. Give me other names.
LeBron, Kevin Garnett.
I don't know, bro. Kevin Garnett wasn't no cool. He wasn't getting the ball in essentially playing point guard in certain situations.
Luka Doncic.
Luka couldn't play defense like this. Bro, against the Nets, bro, the dude was saving the game. Bro, it was nobody played for us. Nobody played. Jaden Hardy was starting. Like, it was like a whole bunch of just Cooper Flagg and just an ensemble of guys who were like two-way contract guys. Dwight Powell was starting. And it's like, man, Cooper Flagg literally does everything on the basketball court. He's the best 19-year-old I've seen. in terms of just overall impact on the basketball game on both ends. I'm not saying he's a better like what LeBron was, but he's a better overall player. Like everything with basketball. Who played best nice role. And that was kind of my wrap up with that. But I did want to ask you this question. Are we all as fans, are we too championship or bust? Because it feels like the way we talk about the NBA these days, everything is from the lens is, can we win a championship? I enjoy watching the Mavericks, even though I know we an ass team.
Yeah. Sometimes we are. I think, see, this is the thing, man. A lot of people think that Twitter and online and stuff like that is what is everybody's viewpoint and everybody would it. They're just the loudest people online, but they're not everybody's viewpoint. There's a lot of people who just watch basketball and they don't they're not always championship or bust. Some people can appreciate, hey, we made a jump. Like some people can appreciate how the Blazers have been looking a little good, looking a little better, and some people can appreciate, like Spurs fans can appreciate, hey, their team has taken that jump. There's people who can just appreciate that. They may not think, oh, it's championship or bust, or I don't have to watch whatever else. They can appreciate seeing the growth of their team, and that's good too. I would enjoy seeing. I enjoy seeing the young guys on my team play well, like Cooper Flagg. I enjoy a lot of stuff like that.
Let me put it a different way. Like if we knew that Cooper Flagg was never going to lead us to the championship, but the teams will always be fun and will always be make the playoffs. At some point, will that not be enough, or can we just enjoy the Cooper Flagg years? If let's say he does stay with us 15 years, never wins a championship. Can we is it gonna be a problem? Like, can we not just enjoy that? Like, is that I can't even explain it.
I think we can, but also he's a little different because we traded away Luka Doncic and he's already gone. He's gotten to the finals twice, so a lot of people may be thinking, man,
once
people
where's
could
the two conference finals?
Finals.
Okay.
People could be thinking, looking back, and be thinking, man, Coop was good, but when we had Luka, what could have happened? Especially if Luka goes off and wins in LA or something like that. And then also with that, Coop could do all that, but he still wouldn't be better than Dirk if he does something like that. So we could appreciate it and enjoy the Cooper Flagg years, but it is nice to win. It is nice to win. And people are always going to factor winning into your legacy. It's just unfortunately how a lot of sports or how it's talked about and how basketball specifically is. There's a lot of ring culture and stuff with basketball.
But I'm saying, I kind of feel like it's kind of overrated at this point
because we can't enjoy great players like Westbrook and Boogie and Embiid and all these dudes who they don't have a ring, but they great talents, great players.
You name some of the least fun guys to watch. Embiid flopping around all over the place. Westbrook bad decision making and Boogie's attitude. Okay, but I'm gonna say like that Atlanta Hawks team with Joe Johnson, Josh Smith, Al Horford. Mm-hmm. Like if I was from Atlanta, it's like I know we're not gonna win the championship. We don't got a top 5, top 10 guy, but this team competes every night and they're fun to watch. And it's just like I go into an Atlanta Hawks game, I can enjoy this. Like it was the Brooklyn Nets and the Dallas Mavericks, and it was just like Cooper Flagg and Michael Porter Jr. was really going at it. And I'm just like, I'm enjoying this. It's fun. Najee Marshall, he damn near had like 20 and 9, 20 something and 9. Okay, I'm sorry about the Najee Marshall stuff. Okay, he's good. He's good.
Been a couple years,
but
I'll let it go.
But it just like I enjoyed the game. They played hard, and I kind of feel like because man, Kyrie wanted the Cooper Flagg jersey. He didn't want the Kyrie.
Oh,
and I've seen a lot of kids in Cooper Flagg jerseys. Like I kind of feel like Mavericks fans, from what I've seen and felt, is kind of over the Luka shit already, bro. I promise you. You go to a Mavericks game right now, you can kind of feel like they over this shit, bro.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the luck that we drew. If we didn't have this, we wouldn't be over it. If we didn't have no first pick, we would not be over it.
But I still think it's kind of crazy to be over it that fast. I'm over it. I'm over it. Watching Cooper Flagg play, I'm over it, bro.
Hey,
And
I'm
I,
over it until I see what happens in the playoffs this year.
no, just in terms of like an effort standpoint, what a guy brings to the game. Like Cooper Flagg, 19 years old, and it's just kind of like I'd rather watch him. And it's just Luka's better, and I don't see where Cooper Flagg ever possibly becomes better than Luka, unless it's just like you valuing two-way impact. But I'd rather watch and have Cooper Flagg. I think that's just kind of where I landed on that.
I think that's fair. I think you can I think people would appreciate different things. I think Luka, obviously on offense, he's a wizard. So if you appreciate just being a maestro with the ball and being a wizard offensively, making crazy passes and step back stuff like that, and just exciting plays, I think Luka has that. But Coop can make it. He's athletic for one. He's athletic. Exciting plays as well. He's not afraid of he's been showing that he's not afraid of taking clutch shots and clutch moments like that. And then, like you said, the effort and defense, you can appreciate the hustle. So there's different things between both of their games that you can appreciate and find exciting as well. So, hey, I like I said, I'm happy we had both of them on our team. So
You know one thing I didn't say at the game? Man, I wish Anthony Davis was playing. I didn't say that, not once. Didn't give a damn. He hurt again. What happened this time? I didn't even want to look into it. It said like about 6 weeks. He don't want surgery. That's all I know.
he hurt his hand. I forgot who he was going. I forgot what happened. I think it was a Jazz Lori Marketing. I'm not 100% on this.
Mm-hmm.
He hit his hand on the dude, and now his hand is lacerated or messed up in his wrist or something like that. So he needed surgery, or he's getting consultation, and then now he's not. He's just gonna let it heal, and then I think he's gonna get traded. But I think the Mavericks want to trade him, but they're not going to do it for the wrong deal. So if they can't get a good deal, if Rich Paul can't work force his magic or whatever else, I think he'll be here next season until they get a good trade.
Man, I'm so over that nigga, man.
Me
it
too.
was one, bro. Yeah, it was the Sacramento game.
Okay, yeah.
This dude went 7 for 23. I was done with him then. That's the game. I was trying to remember the game.
Oh,
7 for 23 is crazy. And I was just like, he's just out here, man. And I'm just done with Anthony Davis. I know you want him, Kyrie, and Cooper Flagg. You want to see what happens, and maybe we can make a run next year. Man, get them dudes out of here, man.
Hey, look, I said that. Mavericks Nation, I'm wrong. I was wrong. I don't want to see it. Get him gone. I used to think I wanted to see off and bring in AJ DeBansa, bring in Darren Peterson, play all four of them. I don't need Anthony Davis ruining that and take him. It's just like it's like a dark cloud looming over you, and you waiting for him to get injured. So then it's gonna rain down on your parade once he gets in. So it's like, why even have that? Send him go and let the sun shine, and you don't even have to worry about that.
Do you got some guys from the draft that you want to see us draft? Because high end, Darren Peterson for me, and like middle tier is Darius Acuff. I ain't gonna say middle tier, but like that lottery tier is Darius Acuff. Darius Acuff got around the similar measurements to Tyrese Maxey and those guys, so I think he could be that type of player. He's averaging like 20 and 6. True freshman.
Yeah,
great efficiency.
This elite guard. Hopefully a lead guard that can step into the Kyrie role once he's gone, or something like that. Essentially, Boozer would be great. I don't think we're gonna get the first pick. Jabonsa would be great. I don't think we're gonna get the first pick. Obviously, Peterson too. So any one of those, or just an elite guy. I think Bailey, or I forget people's name, but yeah.
Caleb Wilson, you can put him in power forward and just have Lively, Wilson, and Cooper Flagg as a monster defensive trio, but then we have no offense. But
Lively's on my watch list too, because I'm a little tired of him.
Who? You mean Street Clothes Jr.?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I had a lot of high hopes for him, and this was supposed to be a development year for him, and that has been wasted. I understand there could be some some problems with how he was being forced to play or whatever with Nico and everything. But at the end of the day, man, come on.
Man, it looked like Nico low key was right outside of not getting Austin Reeves in that deal, which is crazy. But hey, A-Cuff, I'm telling you, A-Cuff from Arkansas, point guard. I think he'll be perfect with Cooper Flagg because he can pass, score, shoot, point of attack defender. I think he's about 6'3", 190, strong.
They got to nail this draft pick. Otherwise,
we don't get another one to 2031. That's why I say trade Kyrie, trade AD.
Yeah.
We don't have another pick. So I don't want to see what this shit look like. I don't want to test it. And he's like, I want more picks. Build around Cooper Flagg so I can actually probably go to more games and actually enjoy the team.
Yeah.
Like guys who will dive on the floor for loose balls. Guys who will actually play. I don't know. Maybe that's me. Okay. I did want to talk about because what's the score right now? Because this would be a perfect segue to talk about the Nuggets really quick.
They're blowing them out.
Yeah. Because, the Nuggets kicking. Well, actually, not really. Up 10.
Okay. I mean, I just don't expect them to come back.
Is this the deepest Nuggets team ever in the Jokic era?
We praised the Nuggets moves in the offseason, did we not?
Yeah. But it's not even those guys. Like Bruce Brown and Hardaway did their thing. Cam Johnson's kind of been irrelevant.
Yeah.
It's really been Peyton Watson. It's been Jalen Pickett, Zeke Naji.
You talked about Zeke Naji, but you said that's basically a pickup after when he comes back, or not him. I'm sorry,
Deron Holmes.
But and then I like Peyton Watson, and he's always shown flashes. I think that's why they got up off Westbrook. I think realistically they got up off Westbrook to allow Peyton Watson to have more fluid minutes.
You know what he's been doing in the last 10 games, though?
Go ahead.
22-6. 50 from the field, 40 from 3. And that's because the role's been bigger, but even as the season, he's been averaging 13 on the same efficiency. Mm-hmm. So it's like with the increased role, his efficiency stayed the same. That is crazy. And I think he's better than Cam Johnson at this point. And I think he's just a playmaker. Like he might not be the shooter that Cam Johnson is, but he's the playmaker. So I think he's actually a revelation for them. Jalen Pickett, he had like 29 against the 76ers. I think this is just overall a deeper team. And Jamal, I will say this, Jamal Murray is playing at an all-NBA level. All-NBA. He's been just as good as Maxey and Brown to a certain extent. He's been in that ballpark. What?
Jaylen Brown?
No, not Jaylen Brown, but not Maxey either, but he's floating around those conversations.
Yeah.
Definitely should be an all-star. Definitely playing the all-NBA level.
He's going to get his first all-star so y'all can stop with this. Jokic doesn't have an all-star teammate nonsense.
I mean, goddamn, it's been like a decade and he hasn't. So, yeah. And do you think this Nuggets team the best team in the West, fully healthy?
No.
Who do you think it is?
It's still I still think Thunder. I know Nuggets potentially beat them, but until it happens, I gotta see it through. Like
a 7-game series with this Nuggets team and that Thunder team, man, give me the Nuggets. I ain't gonna count. I think the damn Timberwolves damn near could beat Thunder in the 7-game series. I'm just being respectful, and I'll put the Thunder number 1, but I don't know. They don't have nobody that could punish Jokic on the offensive defensive end. I mean, so it's like
throw Hardenstein at him.
I mean, that's cool. But can Hardenstein get bucket? Is Hardenstein just gonna be cooking Jokic though? No. I think that's what you need.
That's when you play the double big. You allowed Chet to cook Jokic.
See, but then look at this. I could put Aaron Gordon on Chet. I could put Christian Brown on SGA or Peyton Watson on SGA. I could put either one of them on J-Dub. I put Peyton Watson on J-Dub and Christian Brown on SGA. I mean, ain't nobody gonna stop none of them guys, but I feel like that's a good.
I'd say J-Dub better win us this series. That's essentially what you call them.
Nuggets and 6. No offense, I love J-Dub, but I just kind of wanted to point out the Nuggets real quick. Shout out Peyton Watson. He been going crazy. Like I said, Jamal Murray has been playing at all NBA level. Aaron Gordon is back. I think the Nuggets are the team to beat in the West, even though I respect Thunder. I just think they don't have the offensive firepower. And I think that the Nuggets got 3 guys defensively that match up with the Thunder's best 3 guys offensively. And I trust the supporting cast of Denver offensively more than the supporting cast of the Thunder offensively. So I just wanted to show love to the Nuggets, man. Playing great. They got to win against the Celtics and the 76ers with no Jokic. So that's impressive, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. What else do we have on the docket? Oh. I did want to say this. Because what didn't we talk about? Oh, yeah. I think the only thing we didn't talk about was teams that need to make a trade, right?
Yeah.
I got 3 teams. Suns in the West. That's team number 1. I got let me make sure. So I got the Suns for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit in the East.
Okay.
And then I got Miami.
Mm.
You got some different teams?
I got the same teams. I didn't have the Suns, but yeah, I know you're a Sun guy. So I think, yeah, like you said, I had Detroit, and I think Miami needs to think about doing something. But I feel like Boston can at least target a big or something like that.
I'm gonna stop it. Just play it out with Boston. Boston, I really don't even want to entertain the Boston. I've been hearing that, but come on, dog. What will a big no? This Boston team, unless Tatum comes back, they're not doing nothing. And if Tatum comes back, they don't need a big at all.
You don't want to give Jaylen Brown a real shot at leading the team.
What big would make them a title contender?
Zubac.
Oh my goodness! Like y'all have to stop it, bro.
Okay, you're right. There's no big that can make them a true title contender. So, yeah.
Making a trade for Jaylen Brown is crazy. I love Jaylen Brown, but it's just like, bro, this is not your real team. Just enjoy the overperformance of Jaylen Brown. That's really all I can say to Celtics fans. Just enjoy the overperformance of Jaylen Brown. Phoenix,
my bad. I think Minnesota has to make a trade of some sort.
No assets.
I know that assets it's hard for them to make a move, and that's why it's not very likely, I guess. But they need some sort of another ball handler or another guy who can get their own shot too.
The crazy thing about Minnesota, and you were so right. I've been trying to find them a point guard for like 3 months. Like I done kicked the tire on Isaiah Collier.
Mm-hmm.
I done kicked the tire on Tyler Kolick. Now I'm looking at Trey Jones. Like I'm just like, man, we need somebody over here in Minnesota, but it has to be cheap. It got to be somebody I can flip like Jalen Clark for, so I could possibly like get Terrence Channing over for. But I don't think they can make a big splash point guard move. Like the Ja situation, they can't get Ja. They can't get LaMelo. Like none of that works for them. But I kind of like the track they on right now, so I kind of just stay pat and just see what happens. But I would want them to make a fringe move for a guard.
Yeah,
but I like how Bones been playing. They was cooking the Bucks, and
yeah. Go ahead, talk about the Suns. I know you eager.
This is the only reason why I say this. This is the only reason why I say the Suns, bro. They need to make a trade. The Suns need to make a trade because Devin Booker's 29? And he's your best player. Y'all think he's a franchise guy. He's an all NBA guy. I think he's one of the top 5 to 6 paid in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all should possibly try to put an actual contending team around him because it looks like the coach is good. It looks like the infrastructure is good. The role players are good. Mark Williams, it has been a hit. And then y'all got 2-3 more other centers y'all could possibly trade. 3-4 more wing defenders y'all could possibly trade. So I think y'all should make a move. I think they should possibly try to go after a Ja Morant, possibly go after a LaMelo. I just think you need more scoring in that backcourt for the Phoenix. I thought Trey would have actually been great for them because you could hide them on defense. And then him and Mark Williams, I thought that would have been amazing. I know I've said it a lot, but I think a Ja or LaMelo trade should be there. I don't know how you feel about that, but if you Phoenix and you think Devin Booker is your actual cornerstone, don't you want to kind of give him a shot to contend as much as possible? Or do you want to just sit out and see what Jalen Green does? But I have no faith in Jalen.
That's okay. That's what I'm sitting here waiting to ask you. I was gonna say.
No.
So you don't think they should just stand pat and see what Jalen Green brings to the table?
We seen one playoff series from Jalen Green, and you know what happened? They shipped his ass up out of there. It's just not his game don't translate to the playoffs. Then he's been hurt. He got all this other stuff going on. I don't trust Jalen Green. And I think that's how you could possibly make it work for a Ja Morant or LaMelo trade.
Yeah.
Like that contract plus other stuff.
I could see, yeah. I think LaMelo to the Suns is interesting. But I don't know if Charlotte's going to really move him till off season or whatever. So I think you either get yourself in on the Ja sweepstakes or you stand pat.
I'm going to ask you. If you, because like Devin Booker's 29.
I mean, he's 29, but you have to really give Devin Booker a team around him in order for him to really go far in the playoffs. And you can say that with anybody, but I think more so with Devin Booker, like everybody has to. It has to be a lot of good pieces in place because sometimes he can fall short in the moment. So, is Ja Morant big enough to do that when you haven't believed in him in the past?
What are the things that we know about Ja Morant? Really good playmaker, really good downhill, and he can score in the clutch. I just look at this Suns roster. You can hide him too. He can do a lot of the good pick and roll stuff with Mark Williams too. He can play up and down transition game with the Phoenix Suns, and I think it just comes down to we get somebody to take Jalen Green, and are you willing to get off Jalen Green, or do you actually believe in Jalen Green? I think that's the only question because is it Devin Booker's team or not? Because you got Dillon Brooks, you got Mark Williams, you got Grayson Allen, you got Ryan Dillon, you got Diga. I can't say it, but you got these guys.
Yeah.
And you still got Common Malawat. You still got Rasheed Philliman. You got contracts you can put together to go possibly get you a star. And I think if you really believe in Devin Booker as your star, give him a chance to win. That's just how I feel about it. And I want to see how good Devin Booker is because I'm not sold and I'm ready to shit on him if it fails.
Hey, I'll be right there with you, but I'll be right there with you because, yeah, I think the Suns should make a move, but I think they're not trying to be hasty or make any quick decisions as they've been making big splash moves recently and it hadn't worked out. So I think they're trying to take it a little bit slower and build that way. So I think maybe this will be something that happens in the off season. I don't know if they'll make just like a solid win move right now.
It's fucking stupid. Would you would you try to? Do you think Trey Murphy would fit on the Suns?
Yeah, I think so. But I just think would Pelicans be willing to give it up? I think Pelicans trying to shut down everything else. The Pelicans should try to trade one of these dudes to recoup some draft capital.
I don't know. I damn near would you kick the tire on Zion if you Phoenix?
I kick the tire, but that's another one of those moves where risky moves that I don't think Phoenix should make after they've already done some stuff like that. So
Trey Murphy or Ja Morant? Who gives them the highest ceiling if you Phoenix?
If you really believe in Devin Booker, you go Trey Murphy. If you think Devin Booker needs a little more help, Ja Morant.
Okay. Detroit. So I think Detroit should go after Trey Murphy and Lauri Markkanen. I don't even think Lauri Markkanen is available at this point, though. But a lot of people said they need to stay pat, but I'm giving up on Asar and Jaden Ivey.
Your video is right. You talked about this. They need to make a decision. They can't stay pat. They should be Anthony Davis.
No.
Lauri Markkanen would be the guy. No, I don't know who else outside of that. Maybe a Michael Porter Jr.
Michael Porter Jr., Trey Murphy. Lauri Markkanen, Michael Porter Jr., or Trey Murphy.
Yeah, you like that. You have to make a move though. You can't just be like, oh, hey, we're doing good. We're number 2, number 1 in the East. Like we've been playing great all year. Oh, we just had a couple guys get hurt. Oh, it's just a couple. Man, you don't know if y'all gonna have this opportunity again. You don't know if y'all will be this good. You have to capitalize, especially with the East the way it is right now.
Who you think is the best long-term fit, and who you think could actually swing them a championship, make them an actual championship contender, if anyone?
Long-term fit, I'd probably say Trey Murphy. Just going forward, I do think he has a lot of upside. He just needs to stay healthy. Michael Porter Jr. has been balling lately. So I think right now, if you really get Michael Porter Jr. and the way he's playing right now, he's already a proven champion. I think he does help this team a lot.
I think, okay, this is how I see it, Chris. Michael Porter Jr., if you want raw offensive power, like raw offensive flamethrower power, I'll go MPJ. Best overall, I'll say Trey Murphy. The best kind of like, so I think it's between MPJ and Trey Murphy, because like I said, I don't even think Lauri Markkanen is available. But I think Lauri Markkanen is cool, but I don't know. I don't think he fits this team, if you know what I'm saying. Even though his skill set might fit, I don't think I don't know. But man, I feel like MPJ the best of those three, though. I ain't gonna cap. I think MPJ is better than Lauri Markkanen and Trey Murphy right now, bro. I'm sorry. Seeing him in person, bro, that team had nobody. MPJ, bro, I can't like, and we forgetting what MPJ was coming out of high school, bro. Like, we got to quit acting like people didn't think MPJ was finna be an all-time great. Like, I remember what high school he went to, and it wasn't no Montverde or IMG. Nathan Hale wasn't no. It's like he was one of them ones, man.
No, when he was a pro, I remember him coming out as a prospect and thinking, "Oh my gosh!" So yeah,
he's looking like that in Brooklyn, bro. He has nothing next to him in Brooklyn. I like Jaeger, I like Clowney, I like Drake Powell, but in the grand scheme of things in NBA, MPJ got nothing next to him, bro. And he done went toe to toe with Jaylen Brown. I done seen him give buckets to Cooper Flagg. Like he's been out here, bro. I'm just saying. But yeah. Oh, last topic, and then we can wrap it up. Who has the okay? Because every year we say a team kind of comes out of nowhere and makes a leap. This year it's the Spurs. Who was it last year? Was it the Pacers? Who was it last year? A team that did better than what we thought. Was it Orlando? I'm pretty sure it was Orlando.
Orlando did for a good portion of that season, yes.
So next year, I'm kind of trying to jump on it early. I think between two teams, especially I'm kind of strictly looking at the West. Yeah. Two possible leap year teams next year. Portland Trailblazers, because they done pretty much beat all the good teams. And the Utah Jazz. I done seen them beat some good teams this year too. And they got a top 5 scoring duo in the league right now.
That's who I'm leaning towards immediately, just because Keontae George literally has been taking that step. He's been, him and Lauri Markkanen the league, like almost 30 points per game together. Like, so that's what intrigues me. Then you have the Ace Bailey X Factor. They still have a lot of young guys over there that can do something. You got Filipowski. Walker Kessler has been out most of this season, if not all. I think all. So you have Ace Bailey who can take a step. You have Cody Williams who hopefully is down there in that G League developing. You got Hendricks that is developed. Like you have a lot of a good talent that could really do something for them. So
who you think got a higher ceiling, Keontae George or Shaden Sharp?
right now, I say Keontae George. Feel like I've been waiting on this Shaden Sharp breakout and all this stuff for a while. I
Boy,
understand he's playing better and he's allowed you to move off of Anthony Simons, but people most of the time when they think of Blazers, they're not thinking of him. They're thinking of Denny Avdija.
but see, that goes into it too, though. So I guess long-term play, you say it's kind of Keontae George and Ace Bailey versus Shaden Sharp and Denny Avdija, because Shaden Sharp is 22.
Yeah.
22.
Yeah.
Denny Avdija, how old is Denny? Denny is 25. Yeah. Okay. How old is Keontae? Keontae is 22. So Keontae and Shaden Sharp pretty much the same age. Nah, Keontae better than Shaden. But Shaden, I don't know. I think Keontae wants it more. He's more clutch. But Shaden as an athlete has a potential to impact the game. I don't know. I think defensively, oh, this is tough. How old is Lauri Markkanen? How old is Lauri? 28?
Yeah, I think he's already the best. Obviously, he's the best player out of the whole group.
Is Lauri better than Denny?
Yes, in my opinion, yes. I think Denny Avdija he's cool. I think a lot of it is just
he's a two-way player, bro.
Lauri could be a two-way player.
No, let's do this, Henny. Yeah, because like I'm trying to see because it feel like he plays really good defense. If I'm not tripping, damn, 117 is bad. It feels like he's a better defender than that, but 123, he's better defending Lauri Markkanen ass.
And they cool, but I don't think it moved the needle that much.
Yeah, but okay. Ooh, okay. Let's talk about the other guys on the Blazers. I think what the Blazers do have, because you look at Klingon too, like they got defensive guys. You can't pick on nobody on the Blazers for real.
Yeah.
And I just think the Utah Jazz, anybody can score on them, but I think they got better overall talent.
Yeah.
But it's like defense versus offense. That's what it comes down to. And it's like I kind of trust the Blazers' infrastructure and young guys. So Klingon versus Walker Kessler. Who would you rather have? Klingon versus Walker Kessler?
Personally, I like Klingon a little more, but I understand if you like Walker. I know a lot of people like Walker just cause when he was on, he was pretty on.
I think Walker Kessler's like a little bit more like mobile.
Yeah.
Like you won't have to sit him in a lot of matchups like you would a Klingon.
I think Klingon he's fine. He's starting to develop that 3-point shot.
And he's gonna go be more durable.
Yeah. I think he's bigger.
And he's a bigger body.
Yeah.
I'll say they possibly about even. So the only thing is you got Denny, Shaden, and Klingon as your core three. And they all 25 or under. Lauri Markkanen is a little bit older. Ace Bailey, he's flash, but Ace Bailey ain't strung together no like massive scoring games though.
No,
like, he's solid.
Ace has been solid, but he hasn't been the prospect people thought he was going to be coming out. Scoring with immediate impact that people thought was going to happen. So
I do like the defense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just gonna ask you who's gonna have a better season next year. Who's gonna have a better season? Portland Trail Blazers. Who's gonna have the better season next year? Portland Trail Blazers or the Utah Jazz?
I guess Dame is coming back too to the Blazers, so I have to factor that in. Even with that being said, I think I'm gonna still lean towards the Jazz, but it wouldn't shock me if the Blazers, had a better season.
Is it surprising that Keontae George is like amazingly like clears Brandon Miller? Is that surprising? He clears Brandon Miller, bro.
Yes, it is surprising.
It's crazy.
I didn't think that would happen.
He clearing Benedict Mathurin, Ivy. He's slightly better than Shaden. But that shooting guard crop from that generation, Anthony Edwards done pulled away from them dudes so fast. Like, it's not close. The shooting guard generation is like Keontae George look like he's right there. I told y'all he looked like a unlocked Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
24-7. What was his stats? What was in Keontae George stats? Let me make sure.
He was going crazy.
Keontae George, 24-7-4. Year 3 leap. I'm just saying. I think he's the best. I think he's better, but I think Portland defensively is gonna keep them in a lot of games, and they've already beat a lot of good teams. So
yeah,
I think they'll be better next year. Even though Keontae probably will break out, but it just depends on Ace Bailey, bro.
Yeah,
it depends on Ace Bailey.
Yeah, Ace Bailey has a lot to do with it.
And don't sleep on Denny. He's cold, bro.
I'm not sleep on him. He's solid, but I just still personally have Lauri Markkanen over him.
Oh, and don't forget about Toumani Camara.
Mm-hmm.
I like him. So they got 4 guys I like. That's young.
Yeah. Like I said, I got the Jazz, but it would not surprise me if they.
Who's the other guys you like
on the Jazz?
Because you said so Keontae, Ace. You don't really like Cody and Taylor Hendricks. You can't really like
Markkanen, Collier.
I'm not counting Markkanen, but I guess
Collier, Filipowski.
I like Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh just had like 40 something today. Mm-hmm. Sensabaugh is like the bench guy. Oh, shout out to Caleb Love on Portland. Bro, I've been saying, bro, Caleb Love was gonna come in the league scoring, bro. Yeah. Caleb Love came in the league scoring. So I think he's gonna be that 6th man of the future. Like he's got perfect 6-man attributes.
You Scoot yet?
Scoot is done. Scoot is washed. We've seen what's happening with these small guards, and Scoot was already terrible.
Yeah.
But anything else that we didn't cover? So I'm going Portland. You went Utah. Anything else we didn't cover?
Nah, we touched on everything just about.
So. Okay.
Yeah.
This has been another episode of his sports-related podcast. Get better, Cooper Flagg. I'm D Noseball. That's Chris. We gone. Darius Garland hurt too, but I don't like him.
Golly, man.
Found some shit I love to do, so I can live comfortable. Searching for a peace of mind. Need that when it's time to rhyme. Perfect in every line. Any chance I get, and I know it takes time, but I will never quit.